the focus here, and again, I know Andy just spoke, so I'm going to just talk quickly through this. The main thing for us of why we moved to ChromeOS, number one, was the security aspect. The Windows stuff scared me to death. Having all of these third-party type security things and ways to remote into systems, having dedicated really IT staff just focused on all of this. Then we go work from home, and it's just it became a pretty big headache. But the cost savings are crazy, and I'm going to show you some real world cost savings that we found with it too. So just quickly, he just did a full 25-minute presentation on the security aspects. I think you guys can see that from a PCI standpoint. It's been absolutely amazing. Again, knowing where your agent is at all times, right? If they're supposed to be at home, but they're at Starbucks, like you can know right now with all of that, all that kind of security aspect, and also all that new technology. So again, we kind of talked a little bit about this already, so I'll blow through that. The call center benefits: no more repurposing of machines, which was huge for us, right? Every single time a new client came, we wanted to have an agent move. We'd have to wipe that machine clean, reset it up, work through all of that, have really dedicated IT resources to that. That's all done. It's all gone. Now we just have one person kind of sitting, making sure that new machine has what it needs to have on it. Everything can be done remotely. So if we have a new client for the same agent, we can kind of just wipe that system and then get set up with our new client. And again, as you guys just talked to me, or I just talked about too, I loved having no agent can lie to me anymore about their internet being out. So that got through our Slack really quick. And then this is what I think is most important for you guys. So as I said earlier, we use Sophos for our virus protection, tens of thousands of dollars, 3-year contracts, locked into things, super expensive. It's totally gone. We use LogMeIn to remote into all of our computers, right? Again, 3-year subscriptions, per seat licensing. It's totally gone. The other thing that I don't think people have talked about enough here is we were using 2-year-old repurposed Lenovo's. That's kind of was our house machine, right? I don't know, $400, $399, $500 in that world. So again, we are now getting brand new Chromebooks, or I shouldn't say Google Box, but Chrome boxes and monitors. And every BPO has 4,000 monitors they have in the back room. So we're just really repurposing those and utilizing that aspect. So not only am I getting a cheaper piece of equipment, I'm getting it brand new, and I'm not having to do any type of repurposing, re-imaging, and that has saved us a ton of money as well. The other thing, though, is I didn't want to go out and buy 800 new machines, right, and new Chromebooks. So, from that aspect, we use the ChromeOS Flex, and we basically put it on all of our machines as we're going. Now we're going client by client, right? So we started with our small little 10-seaters and just moved it on up to more enterprise type customers. We're about halfway through with all of our customers, working through, VDI, if there's any VPN access, any of that type of security access, making sure every client is happy, making sure that the integrations are good. I mean, I know Prof has talked about the one thing, there's a really tight integration with ChromeOS, and at least for me on the nice side, that's expanding very quickly to other CCAS players, and I probably shouldn't talk to that because you guys know more about that than me. But even looking at now the full integration into even screen recording and things like that, that was kind of the last piece of the pie to have full screen recording as well. So this bad boy is pretty much set up to where all of our computers are now moving to ChromeOS, and then anything that we buy new will be either a Chromebook, or I really like the Chrome boxes as well. And I think, having those monitors with it. That's the only beef I kind of have, right, is the Chromebooks are small, the monitors are small, right? Even when you have a 23-inch Lenovo, as you guys know, you're going to need another monitor even with that. So you got to think that through. That's not a really big deal, especially with the monitors and how cheap they are. But that's kind of how we plugged it in. Implementation on Windows machine. We've been able to integrate with any type of VDN or VPN that we've needed to go with. And again, nobody paid me to talk. Like, Google's not paying me. So the team has been absolutely unbelievable. If we've had any type of integration questions, if we have a computer that did not work, I mean, Profil and his team literally got on the phone with us within minutes. And that is continuing to this day. So it's not like you're starting and you're getting left out there too. They've been really good. Very small hiccups. This is more embarrassing for me and my company. But we had about a year ago, we had a bad order of computers where it did not have Wi-Fi, right? Which I lost my mind when that order went through. But I had all these computers. So we needed those little stupid Wi-Fi dongles, right, to go in there for the ones that were not plugged in. And so we worked through some of how that is, because I'm sure Google or ChromeOS was like, why do you guys even have this? So that's again, finding Windows alternatives. You know, your agents love their little world, and like the notepad that is on, they lost their mind when they lost their notepad, right? So there's plenty of alternatives that were just perfect for them, so now they're happy. But again, just thinking that stuff through, right? The little things that what do your agents use, and making sure that you find the alternative with the 10,000 different apps that Chrome has. And again, the VDI in the VPN build out, some of our clients had some weird things from that access in Profitfulness team. All of that has been, I guess, integrated with, and they've worked really hard to kind of do that. But if that's the only hiccups we've had so far, that's pretty darn good.